Hi, great to meet you. Today we are going to talk about a very subtle topic, how your thoughts are formed. Do you want to know about this? Yes? Okay, let's get into the subject. How thoughts are formed. Do you think all of us work on our thoughts and those thoughts are only actioned? Yes? That's a very natural way of thinking it, right? Have you ever thought how these thoughts are formed? From where these thoughts are coming? So much of thoughts, right? Many people have chatter in their mind. It's like too much. They can't even handle it. It's so overwhelming. Sages, saints, they are in their stillness. Silence is their language. What about us, you and me? We are not sage, right? However, many of us have this overwhelming, thoughtful state, which is very, very hard to come over. I really wish to help you all understand how these thoughts are formed so that we can be aware of this fact and take up that awareness into observation. Right? Can we try that? See, all of my sessions are going to be having some hands on. You can try it. Definitely put on your comments and share this knowledge to your family and friends to help them as well. Because all of us are sailing in the same boat, right? Okay. All of us understand consciousness, something that is there in all of us to make us a human being. Yes, all of us are humans. Say yes. Yes. Now, this consciousness as a layer, it's a very subtle one, right? You cannot see the consciousness, right? You cannot see your mind. You cannot see your thoughts. Similarly, consciousness can only be felt. Your awareness is your consciousness. How much you are aware becomes your consciousness. So this consciousness, it has a lot of baggage. How? From our day-to-day activities, from our actions, from the responses from the environment, all these convert into so much of emotional baggage. This goes and sits into our subconsciousness. Consciousness has a lot of layers. The deepest, the bottommost is the subconsciousness. Subconsciousness, as you go deeper and deeper, you get into animalistic attitudes. Consciousness going far and beyond, on the upper part of the spectrum, you get into the super consciousness. Understood? You just need to understand this. That's it. Now, this emotional baggage gets accumulated again and again after repeated thoughts, repeated actions, repeated feelings. I'll come to you how thoughts are formed. So this becomes a cycle and it gets on into the emotion, and this baggage gets accumulated into the subconsciousness. So while you're born, do you have any thoughts? No. Then you see the surroundings. Then people start talking to you. You get adjusted to the surroundings. Slowly, this action towards your surrounding starts to create something called as a emotion. Somebody's gesture, somebody's tone. Why a newborn is able to recognize a mother's tone? Why it is able to recognize her hug? Because from the environment it has already taken in the responses, right? And from there it starts forming this medium of emotions, okay? So this emotion actually works on us at the subconscious level, slowly getting into something called as tendencies. we form something called as tendencies. And these tendencies and everything, which is working in the subconscious, slowly comes into your consciousness state. Your conscious state is the wakeful state, and your subconscious is kind of a very passive state. You don't know that something exists like that, but it is actually existing in your sleep, which is the dream state. Okay, so this gets into this, and slowly from there, from the wakeful state, because of this subconscious input, it comes as thoughts. So all of us today, can we try observing this? How your thoughts are formed, how your actions are, giving you responses, and those responses are actually making you, get into your subconscious, and from there, the thoughts are coming in your wakeful state. Can you try this? So your hands-on activity for the day: observe yourself, find out if my theory of this particular cycle, is it the reality? Can you try it? Please put it in the comments. I would be so happy and glad to share a space with you. Thank you so much.